Welcome back to a real and raw chat with Coach Hannah. Today we're going to be discussing all things motivation, and if you are new to following us, we are focusing on motivation for this month. So please go like our Facebook page, and if you haven't joined our closed Facebook group, you're going to see lots of content to do with motivation in there. What we are going to be discussing today is how to find your motivation if you've lost it, or how to just keep being consistent. In January, what we typically see is lots of people set goals, they're super excited about it, and then it comes to February and they've lost it. Or they're struggling to stick to their goals, or whatever it may be. February is where we see kind of a dip. So first and foremost, if you haven't set any goals, I highly encourage you to do so. I have created a mindset work booklet around goals in a previous YouTube clip. So the purpose of this video is everything to do around motivation. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that now. And I'm also going to talk you through the motivation mindset work booklet that I've created for you to do this month. One of my facts about me is pre-doing Alpha Babes, I was a teacher. And so I really believe in the importance of reflection in order to create change. So the idea of these work booklets is just to provide an opportunity for you to reflect and for you to grow, because that is what I am so passionate about. So let's get stuck into it. So first and foremost, I'm going to do a little bit of talking about motivation. I think the key thing I really want you to pick up here is that motivation is just an emotion. So many times I hear people say, oh my gosh, I've lost my motivation. You can't lose motivation. And what I mean by that is motivation is an emotion. It's just like you can't be happy all the time and you can't be sad all the time, because those emotions come and go. So you are going to have times in your journey when you're setting out to do your goal that you feel highly motivated, and other times when you don't. So just accept that. Don't beat yourself up if you feel like you've lost your motivation. The next thing I really want to discuss is goals. So you may have set a goal in January that you were super passionate about, and you're on your way and you're going awesome. Other people may have set a goal along the lines of, I'm going to lose weight, but it's not really attached to their personal value system. They don't actually really know why it is they're doing it. So what I want to encourage you to do is, if you've set some goals for January, I want you to go back and have a look. Is this attached to my why? Now, everyone is going to have different whys. My why is all about me using my voice and being passionate about sharing the things that I've learned, and that's going to propel me forward to do things like these videos or to put myself on social media, because that passion and that why is really strong. So if you go back and have a look at your goal and it might have said, I want to lose 10 kilos, I really want you to drill down further and ask yourself, why is that important? Is it important because 10 kilo loss is going to allow you to have opportunities to play with your kids more? Is your why attached to that because you've had such a negative self-image of yourself and you're sick of berating you? It could be a range of things. So I really want you to drill down deep into that first. So once you've established your goal, the next thing I want you to have a look at, and this is all within the work booklet, is you're going to really do a reality check. How are you going at progressing towards that goal? Have you made progress, or have you made no progress? Or have you made some but you haven't been consistent? So I really like this activity because it's about being real, and we cannot avoid uncomfortable feelings, because I believe that facing uncomfortable feelings is really the catalyst to change. So I want you to go stand in front of the mirror right now. Actually, no, you can pause me if you like, but stand in front of the mirror and just say, how am I going towards my 2019 goal? If I had to rate myself from 0 to 10, where would I be on this scale? Now, if you are a 1, you gotta own that okay? So often we take the easy road. Oh, well, it's because I've been working, or my kids have been hard work, or, I'm too scared to go to the gym. Whatever it is, okay, own it. Yep, I haven't done it. I haven't made much progress towards my goal, and that's because I'm scared. I'm really scared. Or, hey, I did a week and then I just had this critical voice just get in my head and it's just stopped me from doing it. If you drill down to that level, and what I do when I do my own mirror exercises is I'll ask the question, I'll see my reflection back in the mirror, and whatever comes into my head, I say it out loud. And it generally takes maybe 5 things for me to get to the real root of the cause, all right? So if you are doing this, you're gonna feel silly the first time. However, I encourage you to do this because it is about getting real with yourself. It is about going, you know what? I need to change something. Because if we fluff around and just say it's because you've been busy or you haven't had time or any of those things, it's not going to propel you into action because you don't really feel motivated to do anything. You will get stuck in the uncomfortable feelings for months at a time, sometimes even years. So the next exercise within this workbook is all about holding you accountable. Where are you at? Okay, it's not a time to berate yourself. It also can be the time where you actually applaud yourself for the things that you have done well. So there's a blend of both in this, and I want you to answer that in your questions. All right, so what is your goal? Is it linked to a strong enough why? And then second is, let's get real. What you're gonna find is behind every goal that you set, your motivation will drop, or you'll feel like you've lost it because you've hit an obstacle, or because fear is kicking your butt, or self-doubt is just so deafening in your head that it just stops you from moving forward. Okay, so the thing I really want to unpack with you, and you will do this within your work booklet, is fear stopping you from getting into action? I think when you uncover fear, you'll realize that so much of your fear is within your own head. You'll realize that it is false evidence appearing real. And I'll give an example here. So through our custom mentoring program, I have so many girls who will say to me, Hannah, I'm scared to do this workout on my own. I said, okay, why is that? Oh, because I don't want people watching me in the gym. What if they judge me? I don't know what I'm doing, rah, rah, rah. I think the thing is that when we look at that fear that person has, and it's real, it's a real fear for them, my ability to help break it down and say, okay, so what do you think these people are going to be thinking of you? And what is the worst thing that could possibly happen? And as we talk through that, I then go, okay, well, if the worst thing was going to happen, how would you attack it? What would you do? And as they talk through this, they realize, oh my gosh, this fear isn't actually that scary. Or, most times or not, if you're scared to work out in the gym because you're worried about people looking at you, most of the time the people in the gym are looking at themselves. They're not even watching what you're doing. That would be a compliment, actually. So I think the thing I really want to unpack with you is that fear is not the enemy, okay? In fact, make it your frenemy. So it is something that is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to feel fear. It is uncomfortable to have self-doubt, but it is about learning to push through that, not avoiding it, pushing through it. One of the famous things that Mia and I live by is feel the fear and do it anyway. I cannot tell you how many times Mia and I have both had really big fears that we've learned to just push through and work through. And I will tell you that on the other side of that is pure magic, because it shows you just how capable you are, it shows you how powerful you are, and it creates opportunities for you to have a new perspective of self. And that, girlfriends, is where your mindset shifts. So you will have a look at, is fear or self-doubt holding you back? And you will have an opportunity to write down some of your thoughts. The next thing is about lighting your fire, okay? And the important thing is that in order to create momentum, you absolutely have to do something every single day. Now, some of this is going to be so simple, but it's often the simple things in life that we avoid. I don't know why. I think part of what makes us human is we try and make everything so complicated, women especially, but it's about keeping it simple. So to find your motivation, again, it's about creating daily deals with yourself. And what I mean by that is you are going to do one thing each day that is going to get you closer to your goal. So you might have this big goal of losing 10 kilos, and that can be so overwhelming. Now, the secret here is going, okay, my goal is to lose 10 kilos, but I now need to chunk it down into daily, weekly, monthly tasks, all right? So your job for this month is to create daily deals with yourself so that you can get some daily stars. Now, this is where my teacher comes in, because I believe that if you set out to do something, it is so important to reward yourself. So really, over the course of your week, I want you to be collecting some Alpha Babe stars, and at the end of the week, you will be reflecting on how you have gone. So back to the daily deals, it is keeping things simple. So if your goal was to lose weight, then your daily deal will be to go to the gym. Okay, or if your goal was to be a better mum, then it is your daily deal to create one experience that provides connection and conversation with your children. It doesn't have to be huge things. It just has to be bite-sized little pieces that you just say, no matter what happens in my day, no matter if the house is a mess or I don't have dinner or whatever, all of those life things that happen, no matter what, I am going to do this. You have to hold yourself accountable with that, because otherwise all we are is just a link of words, a series of words. We want to be those people that do what we say we're going to do. That is so important, all right? So as you work your way through the workbooklet, you're going to see the Alpha Babe Daily Stars. You're going to have Monday to Sunday. You're going to write down your deal that you're going to do for each day, and then you are going to either circle the star to say that you did it, or just say, yep, I received my star today. And then at the end of the week, and I really like to do this on a Sunday because it allows me time to just set up my week, you're going to have a section where you look at your week. How many stars did I collect? What was I proud of? How am I going to celebrate my wins? And I really want to highlight that, because momentum and motivation is built on progress. So if you feel like you are progressing, you are going to keep doing it. All right, so don't rush over that step. It is not about big noting yourself. It is sometimes an uncomfortable process when you are giving yourself a pat on the back. But ladies, I really need you to embrace that, because your brain thrives off progress. And if you feel like you're achieving, you're going to keep doing it, which means your momentum and your motivation build. So the last reflection for the week is, what have I done well this week, and what will I bring into next week? What has been my learnings? And again, don't rush that, because that reflection process is key to the change that you are looking for. So if you are interested in joining us in Lighting Your Fire for February, I'm going to put a link down in the description box with the free workbooklet. So print it out, have a good look at it, and just remember that this isn't just about completing this booklet and you're done. This is really about every single day you're doing a daily deal with yourself, and you're rewarding yourself with stars, and you're being proud that you're making progress. So that's enough from me. I look forward to jumping back on and discussing a new topic for the month of March. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to DM us on our Instagram, which I put up here, or also our Facebook. And if you like what we're doing, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, enough from me. Much love to you girls, and look forward to working with you for February Fire.